What's up, y'all? It's Friday about 11:30 and we headed out to start this ammo hunting again. Once again, if y'all are new to my channel or just new to watching these ammo hunting videos, I go from Friday to Thursday doing the ammo hunting out here. Not every day, but that's just the time frame I go in. And then on Thursday, I'll post a video and wrap it up and show you what all I got throughout the week. Probably just gonna hit the Rural King today and see what's going on in there. Last week they did pretty good. They've been getting stuff in almost every single day, so it wouldn't surprise me if they got some new stuff in there today. But let's run on in there and see what's happening with them. All right, y'all, looks like they got a few new things in here. A lot of it's still the same, but I'll do a kind of recap for people who ain't been watching. The 500 round 855s for $330. They got the Wolf steel case 300 blackout for 20 bucks. 556 green tip for 1,000 rounds for $680. They do have some new shot shell stuff. They still got these slugs, a few boxes at $6. That's a good deal on those. They added some of this hex steel shot, $36, 3.5 inch. That's that square kind of hex shaped shot inside of it. They got this this is actually Winchester, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Winchester in the brown box to make it look like some kind of special military stuff. It's even got green cases and everything in it for $8.99. Got more to light target load number 8. That's $8.99. Still got some 28 gauge 8 shot for $12.99. Still got a bunch of this number 2 shot 20 gauge for $17.99. Still got the Winchester white box hollow points, 115 grain, $33, which like I was talking about last week, that's gone up 2 times in the last few months now. CCI 9, 855, 20 rounds for 14 bucks. Still got the 147 X point for $21.99. These are those soft point PMC bronze for $15.99. Still got all the 450 Bushmaster, 35 bucks, all that 300 blackout. Big pile of Blazer 9 steel for $17.99. Still got some Power Shock 308 Federal, $27.99. A handful of M17 V Crown Plus Ps, 124 for $15.97. I might get a couple more of those. Looks like they got some V Crown 45 230 grain for $24.99. 223 here, 16 bucks on the bronze. 762 by 51 as always, $21.99. 556 $13.99. 223 $12.99. They got some more 4570 in here, the 325 grain FTX Hornady Evolution again, $42.99, which is actually a good price on 4570 right now, so I might get a box or 2 more of that. Still got the 200 round and the 150 round 855s. 140 on the 200 round and $99.99 on the 150 round. Pretty good size stack of 38 special 125 grain 50 round boxes of Ammo Inc for $27.99, and then still got a handful of the Ammo Inc 40 Smith & Wesson's hollow points for $18.99. So a lot of the same stuff, but a few new things in here today. All right, y'all, made it out to Rural King. Pretty good bit of stuff still in there. Looks like they did get some new stuff also. Like I say, they've been getting new stuff seems like almost every single day lately. I did pick up a couple things while I was in there, so I'm gonna head back to the house and we'll come out here next week and hit it again. Morning, y'all. It's Wednesday morning, about 10:30, and we are wrapping up the ammo hunting week today. Y'all probably saying, wait a minute, Tools, this is Thursday when we're watching this, and you're right. You're not gonna see this video until Thursday still. That's just the way I always do it, but I'm not gonna be able to come out tomorrow because I'm gonna be at my range. Gonna be a little bit of a light ammo week this week for sure. I hadn't had a chance to come out and do it much. I came out Friday and I popped out a few other times, which I didn't record, and got a couple things, and I actually got a couple things online too. So today I'll probably make my full rounds. Hopefully we can find some good stuff out here to make the haul a little bit better for the week. First on the agenda as always is the Rural King. Let's go in there and see what they got for us today. All right, y'all, looks like they got some stuff in. They got more of the 150 packs of 1556s there for $99. Got more of these brass case Bellum. I'll probably get a couple of those. A lot of it y'all seen before. The 9mm CCI, all the Norma steel, the Venom 9mm, TAC 22 of course. Looks like I got some Ammo Inc 223 here, $13.99. Got some of this Hornady Whitetail 30-06, $29.99. Got the same Whitetail 308 for $29.99. 180 grain 350 Legend for $29.99. It's $29.99 day up here, looks like. Still got the 450 Bushmaster. Still got right much Blazer 9mm. Fiocchi 9mm, $18.99. I don't think I've seen that brand in here in a while. It's Full Metal Jacket, or else I'd grab a box to try out. Arms Core 9mm for $17.99. 223 PMC Bronze, $15.97. The 762 51. A few different things as far as shot shells. They still got this brown round box stuff. That was $8.99 for 5 double-aught buck. Got the blind side, still the hex shot, that expensive 3.5 inch, 36 bucks. Looks like they got some Challenger 7.5 shot. I'm not sure where this is actually made at. Oh, that's Canadian. Some Canadian 7.5 shot 12 gauge for $9.99, so not terrible on that. One little box of number 8 light target load left for $7.99. Still got the 28 gauge for $12.99. Number 8 shot, number 2 shot 20 gauge still there. I'm really surprised this ain't going faster than what it is for number 2 shot, $17.99. Then they got some more steel shot here too, 12 gauge 3 inch, number 3 shot for $16.99. Looks like they got some 380 Winchester silver tip 2 hollow point 85 grain for $21.99. I'll probably get a couple of those. I don't think I actually have any of those. Then they got the 140 200 round packs of 855 again. They got $38.99 100 round packs of those Federals again. That's not quite as good of a deal as those Arms Corps. Got the $28 38 special 50 rounds. And then they also got some more 38 special plus P punch, $24.99 on those. All right, y'all, made it out to Rural King. They had some pretty decent stuff in there today. Nothing that really super good deals, but a few things in there worth picking up for sure. Think I'll head by to Walmart and the Dunhams next and see what they got going on in there. If they got anything good in there or different, I'll let y'all have a look. If not, we'll probably then head up to the local shop. All right, looks about the same in here. They got the Federal Automatic still for $21.16, the Super X 22s. CCI Standard for $4.83. Got a couple boxes of 308. Some 350 Legend up there, some 308 Super X also, and then a bunch of 12 gauge like they've normally got. All right, y'all, as y'all saw in the Walmart, pretty much the same thing they always have. Some good deals on that 22 auto match as always, so I actually did grab another box of that since I've been running through some 22 lately. As far as the Dunham, same exact story in there. Nothing really new and exciting that y'all hadn't seen the last few weeks, so I didn't even bother filming in there. Plenty of inventory in there as always, and plenty of high prices to go with it. Like I said, I'm gonna make one last stop at the local shop, and then I'll see y'all back at the house. All right, in the local shop, though, I ain't gonna take a lot of time show you what's new. They still got some 460, still got all the 9s. I think y'all have seen most of these. I'll go pretty quick unless I'm gonna pick something up. Bunch of different 9s. They're 9s $15.99, $16.99 for the Remington. They're not bad at all on that. These 357s, I'm probably gonna get a box or 2 of those. I've got something in 357 chamber that y'all hadn't seen yet. Bunch of 380s again. Like I say, most of y'all have seen a whole lot of this stuff. Tons of 45, 38 special, bunch of that. Got a few stacks of primers up here. The Magnum shot shell steel. Still got the small rifles for $8.99. And they got the small rifle bench rest up here, the Remington, same price, $8.99 on those. Bunch of different 22s, 22 Magnum Maxi Mags here for $18.99. 22 Mag Remington for $17.99. Got the Velocitors for $9.99. Got the Punch. Got the suppressed small game 45 grain. Thunderbolts, blue box Federals. I ain't seen those in a while. 333s, golden bullets. Still got right much Wolf 7.6239 in here, the steel case stuff, so there's still a bunch of that stuff in the country still for sure. Got $8.99 5.56, great deal on that. Still got all these hunting rounds, 270, 223, 243, 300 Win Mag. Like I say, I've shown most of this, so I ain't gonna go real slow. 450 Bushmaster, 4570, 6.5 Creedmoor, a couple different kinds of that. Looks like anywhere from 43 to 44 bucks. Kind of high-end stuff though. The ELDX, Nosler, bunch of 300 Blackout, bunch of 30 Carbine, 308 of all kinds of different kinds of 308 here. Some 25-06. We got some 243 non-typical for $27.99. 22 250 up there, 34 bucks. Bunches of 30-06 as usual in here. Anywhere from $26.99 for this whitetail, which is actually a few bucks cheaper than the Rural King down there, so I'm gonna get a box of that. 338 Lapua 7mm mag. Somebody was asking about that. Got a bunch of that. 39 bucks to 49 or so, just depending on how much or what brand you want. The 7mm 08, I believe somebody was asking about that too. They got some nozzles or 7mm 08, 6.8 SPC, bunches of shot shells again, 20 gauge, 12 gauge, slugs, number 3, number 4. Target load, pretty much everything you can look for in here. They got a little bit of it for sure. All right, y'all, back at the house again. This week started out pretty slow, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, but actually in the end, it ended up pretty decent. I got quite a bit of stuff. Before I jump into it, as always, if y'all enjoy my videos, if you would take a second, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification out. That really does help the channel, and I really appreciate that. But let's get on into it so this video don't run terribly long. So we'll start with the Rural King. So in the Rural King, they had more of these 12 gauge slugs still in there. These are just a 12 gauge, 1 ounce, 1600 foot per second slugs, 2 3/4. So I got 3 more boxes of these while they had these in there because they're $5.98 a box. So for some pretty good, nice rifled high velocity slugs, that ain't too bad at all. So got 3 boxes of those. And then they still had a handful of these M17 V crowns, the SIG 124 grain plus P V crowns. Y'all know I've tested these before, and they're basically just standard V crowns, to be honest with you, 124 grain. There's very little difference in them, but that being said, they're still at a good price in there right now at $15.97 per box. So I picked up 2 boxes of those. Then I couldn't help but getting another box of this 4570. Again, it's the 325 grain FTX projectile Hornady lever evolution. Good old 4570. This stuff was $42.99 a box, and honestly right now that's a pretty good price on 4570. This stuff is incredibly expensive pretty much everywhere you find it. So got 1 more box of that. And then the next batch from Rural King, y'all saw they had these Bellum 762x39 brass case in there again. 20 round boxes of brass case, 762x39, $12.99. So like I said, I think I mentioned already, every time I see these I'm gonna grab 1 or 2 boxes of them just to have them. So I picked up 1 box this time, 762x39 brass Bellums for $12.99. And then the last thing from the Rural King this week was the good old Winchester silver tips in 380, 85 grain jacketed hollow point silver tips. I actually don't have any of these silver tips in 380. I've tested them in several other different calibers, but it's the first time I've seen any of these silver tips in 380 around here in quite a while. So these were $21.99, so not terrible really for hollow point 380. So I got 2 boxes of these. And then I couldn't help in the Wally world but pick up another box of Federal Auto Match. These things are pretty much always in stock in my Wally world. Sometimes they'll go out of stock, but then they restock them pretty fast right afterwards. These things are $21.16 a box for 325 rounds. Hard to really beat that right now for some bulk 22 LR. Y'all know I've done a consistency test on this with multiple rounds. Everything I've got seems to eat these with no problem. So I got 1 more box of these. And then at my local shop, as always, they've got pretty much anything you want in there. It's hard for me not to get all kind of stuff every time I go in there. But I just picked up a couple things in there today. Number 1 was some 357 Magnum. These are the jacketed soft point PMC bronze, 158 grain, just regular jacketed soft point 357 Magnum. $28.99 per box of these right now for 357 Magnum. That's not terrible. I mean, that's about the going price right now for 357 if you can find it. It's in my local shop pretty well. It's always in my local shop, but everywhere else it's pretty rare to see it in most other places. So I got 1 box of this. Mainly I've got a good bit of 357 Magnum, but I picked up a new tool chambered in 357 Magnum that y'all hadn't saw yet. Matter of fact, when you're watching this video, I'm probably getting home from testing that out. So maybe this weekend or the first part of this coming week, y'all should see a video on the new tool I got in 357 Magnum. So just wanted to get 1 extra box of that while I was in there, and it's a decent price since I'm gonna be running through some of it. And then the other thing I picked up out of my local shop was a box of this Hornady American Whitetail in 30-06. I've got a bunch of different 30-06 that I want to start doing some testing on, but I don't have any of this specific kind right here. 180 grain soft point 30-06. This is $26.99, so not a bad price at all right now for some 30-06. They've even got the Rural King beat on this, as y'all saw in there. Rural King had it for $29.99, and this is $3 cheaper than that. So I got 1 box of this 30-06, and then a couple of little online things I got this week. So first thing I got here is some Ammo Inc. 45 ACP 230 grain with the X-Def hollow points in them. These actually were sent to me by Ammo Inc. One of the guys from over there at Ammo Inc. had watched my 9mm Ammo Inc. testing videos, sent me an email saying how much he liked it and was glad that I was fair about it, you know, impartial and this and that, and wanted to know if I'd be interested in testing out some 45 ACP. I said, sure, I've got some, but he said, well, I'll send you some anyway. And I'm glad he did, because I didn't have these. These are some extreme, apparently these bullets are made from Extreme bullets is what he was telling me in the email. They're plated, jacketed hollow points. They look bonded. They look like a gold dot, to be honest with you. So I'm really curious to see how good these things do. I got a feeling these are going to be some pretty good performers. At least I hope they're going to. But he sent me 4 boxes of these things to do some testing with. So I really appreciate that from the guys over at Ammo Inc. for sending these out to me to test out. And then the last thing I got this week was a couple more goodies online. Actually, some reloading stuff. I never had picked up my 460 Smith & Wesson dies. I got a notification from Midway that they were back in stock, so I got a set of the 460 Smith & Wesson dies. Also went ahead and picked up the case length gauge for it, so 40 Smith & Wesson case length gauge. Picked up a box of projectiles for it, so the 45 cal 250 grain XTP, got a 100 round box of these. I want to say these were right at 30 bucks for this box of 100 XTPs. These, I mean, none of this stuff is cheap anymore. Reloading is, if you're going out and getting components right now, it's almost as much as buying the factory ammo. Now in this case 460, I'm saving a little bit, but not a whole lot, to be honest with you. And then the last thing I picked up this week was a couple pounds of powder, a couple pounds of IMR 4227. I didn't have any of this at all. I've got a pretty decent amount of powder in different kinds, but it didn't have any of this 4227. There's a couple things I actually do want to use this for, so it came back in stock. I grabbed a couple pounds. This stuff was incredibly expensive right now. For a pound of IMR 4227, you're talking about right at 40 bucks. So powder, primers, no kind of components at all are cheap right now, but if you need them, you either get it or you sit around complaining about the price. So I needed it and wanted it, so I got 2 pounds of this IMR 4227. And actually, one more thing I did pick up this week, totally unrelated to ammo, is this Holosun 407K. Y'all know I just picked up that SIG P322, and since it's already optic cut, I figured why not stick some kind of little optic on it, so I went with this 407K. Really, I'm a big fan of these Holosun optics, and I got a smoking deal on this thing at my local shop, so I couldn't pass it up. So I picked that up. I'll probably do the comparison between it and the TX22 before I stick this on though, just so they'll both have, you know, non-red dot as far as out there testing it out. But that was it for the week, y'all. Really not a whole lot as far as quantity there. Some pretty good deals on the ammo. The components, not so much, but like I say, it is what it is as far as component prices right now, so it's basically either take it or leave it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the pickups this week, and let me know what's going on in y'all's area with the pricing and availability on ammo and components. But if y'all did enjoy the video, again, take a second, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell notification icon so hopefully you can have a better chance of getting notified when I do upload new videos. Check out all my affiliate links down below in the video description. You know the deal with the Amazon. Click that storefront link up first. It goes straight through Amazon like normal, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon after hitting that link first, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I appreciate that. Check out those Axle Ear Pro affiliate links for some fantastic deals on very nice ear pro. You save a ton of money clicking those links instead of going straight through their site. I appreciate all my Range Gang members for reaching down and hitting that join button and supporting the channel, and every single one of y'all out there showing support by watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and leave me those comments down below. Like I said, let me know what's going on in y'all's area with the ammo situation. But like I said, I'm probably still out at the range as y'all are watching this right here, doing a bunch more videos, a bunch more testing, so I got some very good stuff coming down the line for y'all to check out, so make sure y'all keep a lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.